Here's Clark. Last game for him, he picked up 10. Screen by Wiseman. McDaniels from long range. Sinks the tray. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. Well, Doris, for a while, the amount of three-pointers seemed to grow exponentially. I think it's plateaued now.
You know, B.A., I'm not sure I agree that it's plateaued. What we do know unequivocally is these organizations have defined how to be the most efficient basketball team. And each and every year, we're setting records in that category. They're just getting smart about the kinds of shots you want and when. We're seeing more shots at the rim, and we're still heavily emphasizing the three-point line.
On the floor for Milwaukee, they've got Ja Morant. He's out there with James Harden. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And he's going for the lob. Holmgren reaches up and throws it down.
And timing like this will serve Holmgren well, leaping at the exact right moment for the alley-oop.
Pass to Clark. Here's Dillingham. Now here's Wiseman. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. To the left wing. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Isaac covering. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming this way.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Milwaukee shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Minnesota. Anthony Edwards comes in for McDaniels. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Luka Doncic is checked in for Harden. And he sinks the second. Here's Dillingham doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game. Isaac outside. Jacks up a 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Next up on the schedule, the Clippers. That'll be a home game. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
No good on the free throw.
Luka Doncic has established himself as a perennial candidate for MVP. He controls the game with the basketball in his hands. He is an incredible driver, and he makes the game easy for the guys around him.
Minot's checked in for Minnesota. And he's good on the second.
What you love about Luka Doncic is he's this unique combination of size and skill. He can really play cross-positionally. He makes shots at all 3 levels. So dangerous.
Here's Dillingham. Outside Edwards. Edwards on the move. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
Edwards against Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Doncic throwing his weight around.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Edwards against Doncic. Picked by Gobert. And here's Edwards outside. Can't get it to fall. Now 5 of 7.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Pass to Doncic. Holmgren, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Minot pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Clark. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. This is that grinded out part of the year, Grant. Everyone just fighting through it.
No question, B.A. And it's not just physically exhausting. You're trying to focus on every game, every possession. This is where your leaders can help keep everyone focused.
And he makes a first.
This is how you stay in the game. They're doing a beautiful job from the line. 100% this quarter.
Good on both. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for Milwaukee. 3-point lead, coming off a win against the Blazers.
You have to credit the game plan going in, especially at the offensive end, where they were just so relentless.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Clark outside. Pass to Randall. Outside, DiVincenzo. 5 to shoot. To the inside. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Drains the triple.
Yeah, we're seeing Morant get more and more comfortable operating off the ball.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Now DiVincenzo, coming off a 16-point game against Utah.
And he brought the defense, secured 4 steals over the course of the game.
Now here's Randall. There's the triple. Doncic pulls down the board. The Bucks leading by 4. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Perhaps the last guy in the history of the NBA that you want to put at the free throw line. Stephen Curry will go down as one of the all-time great free throw shooters.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Stephen Curry, guys, is going to be remembered as the greatest shooter in the history of the sport. But we should not sleep on the amount of winning this guy has done as well.
And Minnesota making a change here. McDaniels checked in. And so Curry nails both of them.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
DiVincenzo, pass to Randall. Pass to Gobert. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Holmgren's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Doncic. Here comes Luka. And he banks in the layup. Doncic has got 14 points for the game.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Now here's McDaniels. A 26-point game for him in the win against Utah.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Nails it from 3. Here's Doncic. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Portland.
I thought his physicality was crucial, too. You know, he kept the defense on their toes and repeatedly got to the free throw line.
Can he keep it going? Randall pulls down the board. Timberwolves trail by 5. DiVincenzo on the wing. There's the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Last time they met in Milwaukee,
They came away with an easy win last time, due in large part to their work on the glass.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
McDaniels, and he can't get that one.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
Here's Doncic. Comes up empty down low. Minnesota shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. Outside, DiVincenzo. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. And the Bucks pushing it up now. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. And the Bucks lead by 7.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
DiVincenzo, pass to Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. A minute 20 left in the second. Gobert with a screen on Doncic. Down low. And stolen by Holmgren. Curry with it. He's picked up by Edwards.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
Randall outside. Pass to McDaniels. Doncic against Edwards. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And Doris, you watch Anthony Edwards year to year. He just keeps reaching a new level.
He wants greatness badly. He's putting in the time, BA, to get there. Anthony Edwards, the shooting, the confidence, the leadership, everything's growing. He's now producing like an MVP. Look out, everybody. Here he comes.
Doris, one of the most physical guards in the NBA, Anthony Edwards.
If you want to talk about a prototypical NBA body, it's Anthony Edwards. He's got size, strength, athleticism, but beyond that, he's so skilled. 3-level scorer, versatile on the defensive end, fearless when it matters. Anthony Edwards may be the next face of the league. All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
First one falls for him.
There is simply no substitute for what Jaden McDaniels gives you on the defensive end every night. This guy is elite.
And both free throws good for McDaniels.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Doncic deciding where to go with it. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. Right side, DiVincenzo. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, thank you, guys. Doc Rivers here with us now. Coach, you're ahead at the half. What was the difference?
We got stops. We were out running a little bit. And then we had great spacing against the zone. Listen, we started making shots. That always helps.
It sure does. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And for that game against the 76ers, they don't want to say it, but they are very confident coming into this one. And who can blame them?
They played some good ball this season. Their opponent, not so much.
And turning now to the game we've been watching, Luka Doncic has been lighting it up.
Da, 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 da. You know what that means?
It sounds like the theme of the Luka show.
Exactly, Ernie. That's why you're who you are, and that's why they're up. This man can dictate the game on the offensive end. He controls the tempo and uses his strength.
Like Mr. Doncic, Kenny, you are on your game tonight.
Da, 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 da.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Here's DiVincenzo. And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Randle. 7-point differential picked by Gobert. Just 2 to shoot. Here's DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Yeah, such an imposing defensive force. Giannis with the great timing on the rejection.
And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
The Bucks leading by 7. And here's Curry. Pass to Doncic. And he lobs it up to the rim. And the ball out of play. The Timberwolves will have it. Taking a look at some numbers here for Anthony Edwards. And for Minnesota, they're shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. There's a screen. Edwards, so good inside.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Doncic passes to Morant. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
2 shots.
knocks down the first one. No good on the second free throw.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And stolen by Edwards. Oh, and it's a big-time dunk as he slams it right over Doncic.
How about Anthony Edwards, the bounce? Go ahead, Ant.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call. And now let's turn the spotlight on the NBA's highest scoring teams. Number 1, Milwaukee.
We knew the scoring talent on this team would be tremendous, but they may have even exceeded our own expectations.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get up for your Timberwolves dance.
Timberwolves trail by 4. DiVincenzo with it. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Here's Edwards. Oh, Edwards just pulling his way inside.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Antetokounmpo outside. And Doncic the bucket on the assist by Antetokounmpo. Doncic has got 19 points. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Edwards with it. Now Doncic defending. Edwards gets the bucket.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Doncic passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, Giannis picking it out of the sky.
Impressive how in sync Giannis is with his squad, enabling them to set up a flashy alley-oop.
Outside McDaniels. Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Gobert. Now here's Edwards. For 3, Randall fires in the triple. Randall's got 13.
But you cannot sleep on Julius Randle. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
It's Doncic with a drive. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Over Gobert. Abdul-Jabbar misses. For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. To the middle for the lead. No good. Good D by Antetokounmpo.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Now here's Morant. Big-time contributor on offense. Just over 22 points a game. A nice shot by Doncic.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you.
How quickly does Rudy Gobert move off the screen? His mobility makes him a tough cover in the pick and roll.
Antetokounmpo can't connect. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. McDaniels passes to Randall. No good. That would have tied it. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And they pick up 2. Doncic has got 24.
This has been one of the most elite, consistent scorers since he entered the league. Luka in the house.
It's Edwards on the wing. From downtown, the triple hit for Edwards.
His first triple in the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Milwaukee's gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Doncic against McDaniels. Goes up at the stripe. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
Well, making it look very easy. Right at the rim, McDaniels at the finish.
Doncic passes to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And Doncic, here we go. And Doncic with the jam. And what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
Outside Edwards. Randall, left side. Outside Edwards. This one for 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Milwaukee in the lead. The open shot, Morant. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, and it's flushed down. A nice jam. And he's now got the double-double.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take. This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive, scoring the ball.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, come on, Giannis. Unreal.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Inside, here's Edwards. The rebound by the Bucks. Abdul-Jabbar's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort. Here's Antetokounmpo. Look at Giannis playing big inside against contact.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Edwards, a pass to Randall. Lets it go from 14. Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Edwards with it. Now Doncic defending. Curry against DiVincenzo. Left side McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. Now Edwards from behind the arc. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got 4 rebounds now. Doncic on the wing. McDaniels covering. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Curry, no good. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's DiVincenzo. Gets the 3 ball to go. DiVincenzo's got 5.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Milwaukee is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Curry. Oh, a strong finish from Curry.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Curry against DiVincenzo. To the paint. Here's McDaniels, and it's in, off the glass. McDaniels gotten 4 this quarter.
McDaniels making excellent use of the mid-range there.
Doris, you look at the tools McDaniels has on defense. He can be special.
He can. There's incredible length, the reach, the strength. McDaniels very much able to be a shutdown defender against the best offensive players in the game.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Minnesota with some changes. Wiseman, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. And Dillingham subbed in for DiVincenzo. Timberwolves on D. Trailing by 2. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The resume Giannis has built already is impressive, and he's nowhere close to being done adding to it.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bucks?
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Timberwolves trail by 3. And here's Edwards outside. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists in the game.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 11 points in the game. down low. Here's Curry. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
How often do we see when Steph Curry goes to the up fake, the defender goes flying right by him or has to foul?
And he drops the first. And so Curry nails both of them. Minnesota's gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. Outside Edwards. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards.
Curry passes to Harden. Curry, a screen on Edwards. And here is Antetokounmpo. Checked by Randall. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle.
So many times Giannis forces his man into a foul. As a defender, you can't give him anything easy. That leads to a lot of contact.
And that one falls for Antetokounmpo. Isaac, he's checked in for Julius Randle. Dinwiddie, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them. The Timberwolves trail. There's 1:34 left in the third quarter. Isaac's shot is off.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Pass to Harden. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Isaac. The Timberwolves shooting nearly 60% from the floor in the third. It's Edwards on the wing. Screen by Wiseman. To the middle. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Harden. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. And the Bucks lead by 4.
How about the incredible handle from James Harden? That ball is on the string, so crafty, the defense has no chance.
Here's the pick. Here's Clark. Pass to Isaac. Rebound, Milwaukee. Abdul-Jabbar's a chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Antetokounmpo. Oh, the body control of Giannis.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
Here's Edwards, defended by Harden. Isaac with a screen on Harden. Edwards against Harden. Clock at 6. Edwards can't hit.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the backboards.
Got it off in time. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for Milwaukee, totaling 26 points and showing no signs of letting up anytime soon. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court right now for the Bucks, Ja Morant is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Brook Lopez. Then it's Chet Holmgren. Pass to Doncic. Picked it out of midair. And here they come. And here's Dillingham from the arc. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Here's the 3. Buries it from 3.
Yeah, the court awareness that Luka plays with, knows exactly when and where to deliver the pass.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Clark outside. Pass to Dillingham. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Lopez, the screen. And here's Doncic outside. That shot off.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Deflects the pass. Lopez with the steal. Pass to Morant. The jump hook. And Lopez finishes it off. Lopez has got his first points of the game.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Isaac outside. Here's Shannon. Back to Isaac. Clark outside. Shot clock at 5. 3-pointer. Dillingham, no good. The Bucks leading by 9. Left side, Morant. Doncic outside. And it's blocked by Isaac.
Well, that's 6'11", sending it back. Jonathan Isaac. Woo-hoo!
Here's Dillingham, guarded by Doncic. Isaac with a screen on Doncic. And here's Dillingham from the arc. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
To the inside. Bam! Chet rocking the rim.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Here's Dillingham. Isaac outside. Clark in the post. Shot is up. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 8 now. Morant, the pass to Doncic. In the paint, Luka!
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Dillingham. Isaac outside. Pass to Clark. Back to Isaac. Here's Shannon, guarded by Doncic. Wiseman with it to get back on track. Rebounded by Lopez. Clark covers. Doncic outside. Screen by Holmgren. The 3 is up. Doncic, no good.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Isaac outside. Isaac with a screen on Moran. Who poked away. It's an even 3-on-3 break.
Right here.
Pass to Doncic. And that one is hammered home.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
From the arc. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Isaac's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Pass to Shannon. Now Isaac. Kicks it out to Clark. The 3. And the 3-pointer goes. Clark's got 5 points in the quarter.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Here's Dillingham. Out to the wing. Here's Shannon. Off target from outside.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's Moran. Tough points from Ja.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Timberwolves trail by 12. Here's Dillingham. Inside. Here's Shannon. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now.
All right, man. It's dance camp time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching.
The Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Pass to Doncic. Outside for Moran. There's a screen. Here's Curry. And they recover it. Doncic, no good.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Antetokounmpo with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. Here's Doncic. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Doncic has got 30.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Pass to McDaniels. Edwards against Moran. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Guys, you have to put a body on Anthony Edwards. This guy is too skilled and too strong.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
There is so much to love about Anthony Edwards. He is one of the most skilled young basketball players in the league, but he also happens to be quite charismatic.
That one misses.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
Curry passes to Morant. Curry, a screen on Edwards. And here is Antetokounmpo. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
One shot. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Finally getting himself to the free throw line. He was sitting back in the first half with no free throws to show for it.
Randall outside. Outside McDaniels. Back to DiVincenzo. Just 5 to shoot. Another miss by Minnesota.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
No debate there. He got hammered.
That free throw, no good. That's off as well, so he misses both. There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
Here's Curry, following the score by Minnesota. Antetokounmpo outside. Over to the wing. Outside Curry. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out front.
Gets it down to single digits.
Yeah, McDaniels really trying to become consistent with that jump shot.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And here's Morant outside. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. And the Bucks lead by 12. For Minnesota, they've gotten 6 of their 13 shots to go. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Come on, get out with your Timberwolves.
Here's Gobert. Up top, Edwards. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. They pen that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Let's remember, Anthony Edwards is 6'5" with a 6'9" wingspan. Those long arms, very difficult to deal with defensively. Draws the contact there.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards. One shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And here's Milwaukee now. 9-point game. McDaniels against Doncic. Into the lane. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Randall finds Edwards. Edwards, no problem with the contact.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Here's Doncic. McDaniels with some nice D. Timberwolves trail by 7. Outside, DiVincenzo. Oh, got a piece of it. Doncic outside. Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Morant. Antetokounmpo against Randall. There's a screen. Takes the 3. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Minnesota has gone 2 of 6 so far in the 4th. Here's Edwards. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Outside Curry. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Now the Bucks with it. They lead by 7. Fires from 14. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
Yeah, the mid-range is not a go-to for Giannis, but he's always looking to expand his game.
Here's Edwards. Missed inside. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And Morant gets it to go.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Stephen, another.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. 4 out.